Yellow. 180.
There we go.
Yellow.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
He's coming. Attack.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the clock. Mike's 43. Mike's
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
check. 59.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
That's fielded in the end zone. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of...
Set. Blue 16.
Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Complete outright to Kurz. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And out come the Chiefs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 280. Hey, 50.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 4. Check 4. Check 43.
Big 20. Look at him.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, baby.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Quarterback 11.
We begin to tear you up. Go. Hey. 58 is the mic. 58.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Hey, 15.
You ain't doing nothing today.
40's Mike.
Right here. Hey, Mike 40. Be a long game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, Sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 43, 15. 3 down. Mike, 33. Go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, lady.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. On.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, easy, alert.
On first down, it's Stanford. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
57, colors, 57.
The toss play to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Monday. 280.
Let's go, one more.
Check. Like 7.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Stafford on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You can't block me. Hey.
Omaha, ready, move.
Running from the gun, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hurry!
Breida to get the third quarter started. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Drill right, 22. Let's go.
Here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 15.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At
Yellow.
the 37.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, Ripley.
35 the night.
Pick it up, pick it up. What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yellow. I know little lady.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Yellow.
Charlie, it's you. I'm coming after you. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. I got one.
What's that?
Now Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now it's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go! Hey, 5-0! 53! Ready!
Let's see it.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert!
Alert 3!
On 4th down, Stafford. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Middle! Hey, Echo!
Here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Stay 50.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Safety's creeping.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Prater for the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
12 at the 16-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You don't want no problem from me.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
On first down, here's Breida. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
50-50.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, it'll be a 500 start.